Okay, hi, this is Trish, and this is my Scrap Like a Sugarbabe post. I was going to, do pictures, but it would have taken forever, and so, well, it wouldn't have taken forever, like, to do the post, but it would have taken forever, like, to get through the post, and since the, uh, thing that people seem to be the most interested in was me walking them through a page all together. I figured I'd do it this way, and hopefully I can speed like some parts up so that it's not like dragging forever, and I can actually talk through what I'm doing so it makes sense. And I keep using my hands and stopping what I'm doing to do this, even though you can't see what I'm doing. Sorry, I use my hands a lot to speak, so I keep stopping to use my hands to speak when it's not necessary. So what I'm doing first is I'm opening my pictures. I don't usually open my pictures first. Usually I get to starting on my page with an idea of what I'm going to be working on or what pictures I'm going to be working with. But I figured I would open the pictures first so that I know in my head what pictures I'm going to work with. But you can't see in my head. Anyway, I'm using these two pictures of Bella from yesterday with her other pig, not her primary pig, but her other pig. Get rid of that real quick. And I don't always do this, but if I know starting out that I'm going to be using multiple products, I will go, and what I will do is I will open up the previews for the product that I'm planning to use. I'm going to be using Jen's Dream Bigger and Jen's New to Sweet Shop Woodland Wonder. Is that right? Yes, I think that's right. And I'll probably use something else. I'm not sure just yet. I think I'll throw in some thrift shop also. Hold on one sec. Okay, this is me back. So I'm going to open up the previews for the three things that I said I was going to use. This might seem like a silly step, but if you use as many things as I do, it's kind of necessary sometimes because you forget what you're using, or if you're just forgetful like me. I'm very forgetful. But I don't need those open the whole time, so I'm just going to minimize that. Let's see. Next time I open my papers. So the primary kit that I am wanting to use is the Woodland Wonder, just because I haven't used it yet. So I'm going to look at my papers, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to find my primary background paper first, which will be the paper, paper that's going to be like the main background paper. And really, I'm not seeing one in here that's screaming to me other than the wood grain, which I'm trying to steer away from wood grain right now because I use it a lot. I kind of like this flower one now that I think about it. So I'm going to go ahead and open that one. But what I'm going to do is I'm also going to look at the other kits that I have planned to use, and I'm going to look at those papers and see if maybe there's another one I'd like to use. I like to use the extra large view so that I can really see the details on the papers. Like, see, oh, I like this one. I'm not necessarily sure if it would match, but I like it. So we're going to go ahead and open that anyway, even though I'm not sure if it's going to match. And we need one from the other one. What other one did I choose? See, this is why I opened the previews, even though, I can't see the previews now. Dream Bigger, that was the other one. In case you're wondering how I picked these, I picked the ones that had some outdoorsy stuff because she's outside, and then I picked ones that had strong greens and purples in them because the pictures have a lot of green and purple because of the editing I did to them. I kind of like this star one. I mean, I really like it. I'm a sucker for stars. But doesn't quite go with the feel of the page, so probably not going to use one from there. And I'm going to open. Okay, so I got those papers open. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open up any other papers that I think I might want to use. A lot of my page just have to do, the design and everything has to do with papers. And if you're wondering, my Facebook keeps going off, so my phone keeps going off. A lot of it has to do with my papers. So papers are the first thing that I think about when I'm making my page. Okay, so let's see. I like this one. I like the flower. I like the newsprint. And actually, I'm probably going to stop talking for this part because I'm just going to speed through it. It can take a minute. Okay, so I have my papers open, and the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to pull open all my frames to see what frames I want to use. Because I need at least one, maybe two. Actually, I don't need any because I'm not necessarily going to use one. But I might. I don't know yet. That's the fun thing. Not knowing. So I opened up one from the Dream Bigger, the little purple frame. Generally, if I'm going to do a frame, I'm either going to go for elaborate, because I really, really like elaborate, or I'm going to go for really, really plain. But I'm not really in the mood for plain, so I'm not going to open either of the thrift shop ones that were plain. And I'm not really feeling the circle one here, so it looks like we got our frames. So I'm going to open those, and I'm going to put them on my main backgrounds, and then pull my pictures over and see which one I like and which background seems to go better with them. In case you're wondering, yes, my pictures are huge because I like big pictures, and they save on my camera at like 13 inches on the longest side, because I like to fill up my whole page with pictures sometimes. Like, see this, I really love this picture, but I really love this one too, so I'm not entirely sure yet which one is going to be the main picture, so we're just going to have to see. Okay. So let's look at them. I think I like this one, because then if I do a full page picture on one of them, like this one, it will, I can use the stripes that are already there as a nice border. See that? I think I'm going to do it at about like this. And what I might do is I'm going to lower the see-through amount on it, and I am going to look at it and see where the best part would be to do the cutoff, because I don't want it going all the way over to this brown line. I'm thinking more along somewhere around here. So what I really think I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it at this red line, and I'll have a bit of the rock and her arm peeking through. So what I need to do is turn that back up, duplicate, and then I'm going to get to cutting and I'm going to get to the cutting, and then I'm going to get to doing the extraction of the part of the rock and the arm. So... Okay, so I am done trimming the picture. See, I trimmed it to this red line, and what I decided to do was I pulled the scallops of the line over, and I've got the arm. I'm not entirely sure if I'm loving the arm partial cutout or not. I sort of like it because it seems sort of like she's stepping through the picture onto the page, but at the same time, I'm not sure if I'm completely feeling it right now, or if I'm feeling the way this is done. I might end up doing a mask or doing something to the picture to change it up a little. Like I said, I'm not too positive right now. And the other picture, here are the frames that I pulled open, and I'm not too sure how well either one of these are going to work, because this has got this big old dangly thing right here. But it might work sort of like this. It can anchor. Yeah, I think I like that idea. And I'm going to shrink this. And put it in the frame. Stripes. Okay, so we're going to anchor this here.